Joanne Rowling, better known as J.K. Rowling, is one of the most successful authors of all time. Her journey from a struggling single mother living on welfare to the creator of the Harry Potter universe is a remarkable story of perseverance, creativity, and resilience. Her success did not come overnight. It was forged through years of hardship, rejection, and unrelenting determination. Born on July 31, 1965 in Yate, Gloucestershire, England, J.K. Rowling grew up in a family that valued education. Her mother, Anne, and father, Peter, encouraged her love of reading from an early age. Rowling recalls writing her first story, Rabbit, at just 6 years old, sparking a lifelong passion for storytelling. However, her childhood wasn't always easy. Her mother was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis when Rowling was a teenager, and their relationship became strained as her mother's condition worsened. Rowling attended the University of Exeter, where she studied French and the classics. After graduating, she moved to London to work for Amnesty International as a researcher. Despite her job, she harbored dreams of becoming a published author, but life had other plans. In 1990, Rowling's world was turned upside down when her mother passed away at just 45 years old. Rowling later admitted that her grief deeply influenced her writing, particularly the death themes in the Harry Potter series. "If she hadn't died, I don't think it's too strong to say there wouldn't be Harry Potter," Rowling once said. The loss of her mother marked a pivotal point in her life, propelling her toward her dream of writing, yet also began a period of personal and financial hardship. The birth of Harry Potter. The idea for Harry Potter came to Rowling in 1990 during a delayed train journey from Manchester to London. She described the moment as magical, saying, "Harry just strolled into my head fully formed." Over the next 5 years, Rowling meticulously planned the series, mapping out all 7 books and notebooks filled with notes, sketches, and ideas. However, her life was far from easy during this period. In 1992, she married Portuguese television journalist Jorge Arantes. The marriage quickly deteriorated, and after a tumultuous relationship, Rowling fled back to the UK with her infant daughter Jessica in tow. By 1993, Rowling found herself divorced, unemployed, and living in a small flat in Edinburgh. She relied on government benefits to support herself and her daughter, and struggled with depression. She has since spoken openly about this difficult time, describing her mental health challenges and how they influenced her creation of the Dementors, dark creatures in Harry Potter that feed on human happiness. "I was the biggest failure I knew," Rowling wrote in her famous 2008 Harvard commencement speech. "I had failed on an epic scale. An exceptionally short-lived marriage had imploded, and I was jobless, a lone parent, and as poor as it is possible to be in modern Britain without being homeless." Despite the odds stacked against her, Rowling clung to her dream of becoming an author. The long road to publication. With little money and no job prospects, Rowling devoted herself to writing Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. She often wrote in local cafes, finding solace in the routine of her creative work. But her path to publication was fraught with rejection. After completing the manuscript, Rowling sent it to numerous literary agents and publishers, only to receive a series of rejections. A total of 12 publishers turned her down, doubting the commercial viability of a children's fantasy novel. Then came the break that changed her life. In 1997, Bloomsbury Publishing, a small London-based publisher, accepted her manuscript. The decision was largely thanks to Alice Newton, the 8-year-old daughter of Bloomsbury's chairman, who read the first chapter and demanded more. Rowling received a modest advance of £1,500, and the first print run consisted of just 500 copies, some of which were distributed to libraries. Despite the modest beginning, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone quickly gained traction, winning several awards, including the Nestle Smarties Book Prize. Word of mouth spread like wildfire, and soon readers of all ages were captivated by Harry's magical world. The rise of a global phenomenon. What happened next was nothing short of extraordinary. Harry Potter became a global sensation, transcending age, culture, and language. The books have sold over 500 million copies worldwide, making J.K. Rowling the best-selling book series author of all time. The 7-book series was translated into over 80 languages, and its final installment, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, became the fastest-selling book in history, with over 11 million copies sold in the first 24 hours. But Rowling's success wasn't limited to the books. The Harry Potter film series, produced by Warner Bros., grossed over $7.7 billion at the box office, making it one of the highest-grossing film franchises in history. Rowling was also heavily involved in the production of the films, ensuring that her vision for the wizarding world remained intact. What sets Rowling apart is not just her financial success, but the cultural impact of her work. Harry Potter inspired a generation of readers, many of whom credit the series with instilling a love of reading and storytelling. The books also tackled important themes such as friendship, courage, and the fight against prejudice. Rowling's magical world provided comfort and escape for millions of readers, particularly during times of personal hardship. As Rowling once said, "We do not need magic to transform our world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already." Rowling's continued impact and legacy. Despite her phenomenal success, Rowling has remained grounded, using her platform to advocate for various social causes. In 2000, she established the Volunt Charitable Trust, which supports organizations that work to alleviate poverty and social inequality. She has also been a vocal advocate for multiple sclerosis research in honor of her late mother. Rowling's own experiences with poverty and single parenthood have shaped her philanthropy. In 2010, she donated £10 million to the University of Edinburgh to create the Anne Rowling Regenerative Neurology Clinic, named after her mother. In an interview, Rowling said, "You have a moral responsibility when you've been given far more than you need, to do wise things with it and give intelligently." Rowling's personal journey continues to inspire millions. She often speaks about resilience and the importance of failure in achieving success. "It is impossible to live without failing at something," she said. "Unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default." This idea, embracing failure as a stepping stone to success, is a core part of Rowling's life philosophy. J.K. Rowling's story is one of triumph over adversity. From her early struggles with poverty, rejection, and depression to her rise as one of the most influential authors of our time, her journey teaches us the value of perseverance, belief in oneself, and the transformative power of storytelling. Who's your favorite character in the Harry Potter series? Comment your answers down below. If you enjoyed this video or it helped you in any way, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Letters of Inspiration, spreading inspiration one letter at a time. Until next time, stay inspired.